Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the vibrant and rich world of Cuban culture in the USA. From music and food to traditions and history, Cuban culture has left a lasting impact on American society. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or just curious about cultural diversity, this video is for you. Join us as we explore how Cuban culture has flourished in the United States and continues to influence communities across the country. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cultural deep dives. Cuban culture in the USA, a celebration of heritage and influence. Cuban culture is a colorful tapestry of music, dance, food, and traditions that has found a second home in the United States. Over the years, Cuban immigrants have brought their rich heritage to the US, creating a unique blend of cultures that continues to thrive today. Let's take a closer look at how Cuban culture has made its mark in America. The history of Cuban immigration to the USA. Cuban immigration to the United States began in the 19th century, but saw a significant increase during the 20th century, especially after the Cuban Revolution in 1959. Many Cubans fled to the US in search of freedom and better opportunities, settling primarily in Florida, particularly Miami. Today, Miami is often referred to as the capital of Latin America, due to its large Cuban population and cultural influence. Cuban immigration to the United States has a long and complex history, shaped by political, economic, and social factors. Over the years, waves of Cuban immigrants have arrived in the US, bringing their culture, traditions, and aspirations. Here's a detailed look at the history of Cuban immigration to the USA. Early Cuban immigration, 1800s. The first significant wave of Cuban immigration to the US began in the 19th century. Many Cubans moved to the United States to escape political unrest and economic hardship under Spanish colonial rule. Key destinations included Florida, particularly Tampa and Key West, where Cubans worked in industries like cigar manufacturing. These early immigrants laid the foundation for Cuban communities in the US. The 20th century, political turmoil and migration. The 20th century saw several waves of Cuban immigration, driven by political changes in Cuba, pre-revolution era, 1900-1958. During the early 20th century, Cubans continued to migrate to the US for economic opportunities. However, the numbers were relatively small compared to later waves. Post-revolution era, 1959-1970s. The Cuban Revolution of 1959, led by Fidel Castro, marked a turning point in Cuban immigration. After Castro's rise to power, many Cubans fled the country to escape the new communist regime. This wave of immigrants, often referred to as the Golden Exiles, included professionals, business owners, and intellectuals. The U.S. government welcomed these refugees, granting them special status under the Cuban Adjustment Act of 1966, which allowed them to apply for permanent residency after 1 year. Mariel Boat Lift, 1980. In 1980, another major wave of Cuban immigrants arrived in the U.S. during the Mariel Boat Lift. Facing economic difficulties and political repression, over 125,000 Cubans fled to the U.S. from the port of Mariel. This group included a mix of professionals, working-class individuals, and some prisoners released by the Cuban government. The Balsero Crisis, 1990s. In the 1990s, Cuba faced severe economic hardship following the collapse of the Soviet Union, its primary ally. This period, known as the Special Period, led to another wave of Cuban immigration. Many Cubans risked their lives by crossing the Florida Straits on makeshift rafts called balsas, earning them the nickname Balseros. The U.S. government responded by establishing the wet foot, dry foot policy in 1995, which allowed Cubans who reached U.S. soil to stay, while those intercepted at sea were returned to Cuba. Recent trends, 21st century. In recent years, Cuban immigration to the U.S. has continued, though the patterns have shifted. End of wet foot, dry foot policy, 2017. In 2017, the Obama administration ended the wet foot, dry foot policy, eliminating the special immigration privileges for Cubans. This change has made it more difficult for Cubans to immigrate to the U.S. economic and political challenges. Despite the policy changes, many Cubans continue to seek refuge in the U.S. due to ongoing economic struggles and political repression. In Cuba, some travel through third countries such as Mexico to reach the U.S. border. Cuban communities in the USA today, Cuban Americans are one of the largest Hispanic groups in the United States, with a significant presence in Florida, particularly in Miami. Other cities with notable Cuban communities include Tampa, New York, and Los Angeles. These communities have preserved Cuban culture while also contributing to the broader American society. The impact of Cuban immigration. Cuban immigrants have had a profound impact on the United States. Cultural influence. Cuban music, food, and traditions have become integral parts of American culture. Political influence. Cuban Americans have played a significant role in shaping U.S. policies toward Cuba. Economic contributions. Many Cuban immigrants have established successful businesses, contributing to the U.S. economy. The history of Cuban immigration to the USA is a story of resilience, hope, and cultural exchange. From the early cigar workers in Florida to the modern-day balseros, Cuban immigrants have overcome immense challenges to build new lives in the United States. Their contributions continue to enrich American society, making Cuban culture an enduring part of the nation's identity. Cuban cuisine in the USA. Cuban food is a delicious blend of Spanish, African, and Caribbean flavors. Dishes like ropa vieja, shredded beef, moros y cristianos, black beans and rice, and Cuban sandwiches have become staples in many American cities. Cuban coffee, known for its strong and sweet flavor, is also a favorite among coffee lovers. In cities like Miami and Tampa, you'll find countless Cuban restaurants and cafes serving authentic dishes. Festivals and celebrations. Cuban culture is celebrated through vibrant festivals and events in the U.S. One of the most famous is Calle Ocho in Miami, a street festival that features music, dance, food, and art. It's part of the larger Carnival Miami celebration and attracts millions of visitors each year. These festivals are a testament to the enduring spirit of Cuban culture and its ability to bring people together. Cuban art and literature. Cuban artists and writers have made significant contributions to the American cultural landscape. From painters like Wilfredo Lam to writers like Cristina Garcia, Cuban creativity has enriched the arts in the U.S. Many Cuban American artists explore themes of identity, migration, and heritage in their work, offering a unique perspective on the immigrant experience. The influence of Cuban culture on American society. Cuban culture has had a profound impact on American society, from politics to entertainment. Cuban Americans have played key roles in shaping U.S. policies, particularly regarding Cuba. In entertainment, figures like Desi Arnaz, who starred in I Love Lucy, helped bring Cuban culture into American living rooms. Today, Cuban culture continues to inspire and influence new generations. Cuban culture is a vibrant and integral part of the American cultural mosaic. From its music and food to its festivals and art, Cuban heritage has enriched the lives of millions. In the U.S., by exploring and celebrating this culture, we not only honor the contributions of Cuban Americans, but also gain a deeper understanding of the diversity that makes America unique. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Let us know in the comments what aspect of Cuban culture you find most fascinating. Until next time, keep exploring and celebrating the world's cultures.